The President of the Philippines has several roles and powers. We enumerated some of them in Part 1 of our series on presidential duties. Here in Part 2, we will look into the President's role as both the head of state and head of government of the Philippines. According to Britannica, a head of state is the highest representative of a sovereign state who may or may not also be its head of government. The role of the head of state is primarily representative, serving to symbolize the unity and integrity of the state at home and abroad. Perhaps the best example for this is Queen Elizabeth II of the United Kingdom. She is the monarch and head of state of the United Kingdom and several other Commonwealth realms such as Canada and Australia, among others. Although she is the head of state of the United Kingdom, she does not serve to create and implement laws, nor does she run the comings and goings of the British government. Those responsibilities fall upon the country's head of government, the role currently held by British Prime Minister Boris Johnson. As the Philippines has no monarch to represent the islands in international affairs, the task of being the head of state is also held by the head of government. According to Oxford Reference, the head of government is the person responsible for carrying on the business of government and for leading the team of ministers who control the central institutions of the government and the state. President Rodrigo Duterte will continue to be the country's head of state and government until 2022, the year when the country returns to the polls and elects the next president of the Philippines. And that is part 2 of our series on presidential duties.